Hola, mis amores. Are you ready for our all signs horoscopes? We getting into it for the new moon in Sagittarius, honey. Come on in and let's sip this astrolo tea, honey. All right, let me know, y'all, where you watching from, how this Sagittarius season is treating you, and if you are a Sagittarius, happy birthday to you. Okay, I hope that you guys are celebrating yourself, celebrating your life. Don't take it for granted. Okay, Sag, I know you're not taking it for granted, honey. Okay. Right now, I'm streaming on YouTube and Twitter, Instagram. Okay, so let me know where you're watching from. What's the vibe like? All right. Listen, Listen, we are in the thick of a retrograde season and it's kind of just getting started because December is really going to be when it's turned up to the max. Okay. Sagittarius season is giving adventure all times because Sagittarius is about exploration. It is about going past the boundaries and the possibilities of what could be. It is about living life as the best book you could have ever read. And it's like it was written by the gods, it was written by the heavens, it was written by the divine, because Sagittarius is grounding us in our faith, in law, in religion, in order, higher education. So this is a season that is piquing our interest and curiosity for solutions, for thinking outside of the box, for thinking big. Okay, you guys, it is really going down. And December 1st, we issues and starts off the new month with a new moon. Now, the new moon is going to be exact at 1:21 a.m. Eastern. So if you live on the West Coast or if you live on a different time zone, it could be maybe November 29 for you, but it was going to be basically at the crack of dawn with it. It's happening. It's a great time for a new moon ritual, though, for sure. A new moon midnight ritual. But at any point of the day, you can work with the energy. And we will be going live that Sunday, December 1st, the night of that new moon in Sagittarius. So I'll be going live at 9 p.m. Eastern for about an hour on a private YouTube stream. And this private YouTube stream is going to be where we get into our chakra sound bath Reiki energy healing. And then we're also going to be doing our tarot reading. Now, Reiki is a Japanese healing modality that can be sent through time and space. So no matter where you are in the world, honey, you can tap into the Reiki. All right. Which is just like if you need a cleansing, and our theme is going to be the lucky level up. Okay. Because Sagittarius season is bringing us luck. It's bringing us optimism. Okay. Because it's ruled by Jupiter, which is the planet of the most blessings, the planet of the most abundance. So we're going to be feeding into our motivation, into optimism, wisdom, okay, blessings, miracles, faith, okay? But faith without works is dead.com, okay? So you also got to be putting in the work. But on the new moon, join us. You can secure your spot on my website, bigempressenergyllc.com, okay? Now, you guys, now we got to get into it. Okay. Now on this new moon in Sag. All right. Also, guys, if you've been wanting to secure your spot for Reiki school, it ends this weekend. So if you want to learn Reiki, this weekend is the last weekend to sign up because we're going to be shipping out the books and everything like that. And you could become a Reiki level 1 and 2 practitioner, sending Reiki through time and space, Reiki to yourself, Reiki to others. Okay, so definitely tap into that if you're interested, if you've been feeling called. Okay, so like I said, this new moon is going to be giving us a mutable T-square. Okay, a mutable T-square, which is showing that there is going to be some tense energy in this T-square in this new moon, okay? Especially if you are Sagittarius, Gemini, Virgo, and Pisces. These are the signs that are going to be front and center feeling it. So this T-square alignment that is happening is asking us to push past the barriers and rise up to challenges, okay? But we may be feeling friction, we may be feeling tension, we may be feeling like we're searching for a solution, we're searching for balance with this. And we're going to be experiencing it with Mercury, which is in Sagittarius, the new moon also in Sagittarius, opposing Jupiter in Gemini and squaring to Saturn in Pisces. So with the Mercury being in retrograde, we can be experiencing more intense miscommunications or feeling like, you know, we forgot something, we're forgetting things, or we're having to take things are taking a longer time than usual. You're buying stuff, the wrong things are coming in, you have to return it, you have to call customer service, and then you get hung up, then you got to go through the automated system again. Okay. It is giving like, okay, things are taking a little bit of time. Okay. If you think about like an hourglass with the sand going down, with this Mercury retrograde in Sag, it's like the sand has got a clog in it and it's like not going down, which can feel good because it just feels like time has been on some sort of king to ka roller coaster. This ish is going fast AF. Okay, so with the Mercury retrograde, we could be feeling like we're falling behind, and Mars is getting ready to station retrograde in Leo on December 6th. Okay. So that's all happening. When Mercury is in Sagittarius, people are talking recklessly. Okay. So you could feel triggered by the new moon to speak recklessly. Okay. To go out of bounds of what is okay, of what is appropriate, or someone can be doing that as well to you. Another thing with that energy is that Mercury in Sagittarius, not only are people, you know, talking their ish, they could be saying things that aren't true, selling you a fantasy, okay, selling you something that might just be, you know, delusions, okay, delusions of grandeur. So we kind of have to take information with a little bit of skepticism with this, okay? People are fighting over their beliefs. I feel like with this new moon in Sagittarius being ruled by that Jupiter in Gemini, which is a mutual reception with the Mercury in Sagittarius, okay, we could be getting some good news coming back to us. We could be getting some into some opportunity or conversation that reminds you of, you know, that your good and hard work isn't going unnoticed, because Saturn is here and Saturn is giving, there could be some difficulties or things are taking a long time. So it's like pushing you, like, don't stop just before ish gets started. Okay. Don't stop just before the miracle occurs. All right. Thank you for the badge boost. Speaking blessings over your Sag season, baby. Okay. Yes. So with this energy to you guys, Saturn is in Pisces and people have been feeling like they are maybe feeling a little disillusioned, maybe with religion, feeling a disillusion with their ability to help other people. And a lot of people have been wanting to get more serious about their life, or more sober, or detached from things that have been causing or the source of their suffering. So it feels like with this new moon in Sag, we could also be unlocking a key, unlocking a portal to seeing, okay, this set of beliefs wasn't working for me. This set of beliefs was holding me back. This was isolating me. This was restricting me. This wasn't allowing me to live my best life. There is going to be a lot of people that are also going to be looking for forgiveness, reconciliation, or wanting to mend fences. Okay, they're wanting to see eye to eye. All right. Thank you for the badge, boo. Speaking blessings over your Sag season. Yes, my girls tuned in. Welcome. So yes, you guys, if you are any of these placements, you could be feeling like, all right, this is not working anymore. I'm ready to set a new path for the new moon. I'm ready to go on a new adventure, a new journey for this new moon. Okay. So it's like the sky is the limit. The sky is the limit, and spirit is wanting to infuse you like you're about to infuse those turkeys with the juices, infuse you with optimism, infuse you with faith, infuse you with the spirit of abundance, infuse you with the spirit of alignment. Okay. And so that might require locking in. Okay. Locking in and not looking back, because Saturn in Pisces is also wanting you to lock in with that. Okay. Lock in with the things that are going to ground you into reality. Lock in with the things that are going to help your community. Lock in with the things that are going to help you, okay? Because Pisces can be a very healing energy. But again, things are subject to change. There is like a warning symbol on this where it's like things are subject and to change, and they will change, because that's what mutable energy is about. But when we have to change, we have to be adaptable. We have to be flexible, okay? We can't be too hard-headed, okay? Thank you for the badge boost, speaking all the love and miracles over you. Yes, lock in and don't look back. Lock in and don't look back. Do you feel me? Yes, honey. Okay, what else we got? Mars retrograde starts in Leo. Uranus trining to Venus. There's not too much else besides that, okay, you guys, except for the fact that, you know, with the Mars getting ready to station, people could be feeling more irritated, and it would be good to not act off of impulses, because things can change at any moment. Okay, that's kind of the energy it's giving. So now let us tap in, honey, with our signs of the zodiac. We will be going in order of the zodiac. And so we are starting with Aries. Aries sun, Aries moon, Aries rising. Are you an Aries? Stand up. Are you an Aries? Stand up. Okay. Thank you for the badge, my love. Speaking all the love over your life. This side, she said all of the money, all the miracles. Ooh, that money miracles Reiki we had though was popping. That was a popping Reiki. Okay. Now, with our Aries babies, okay, Aries been on an uphill battle. Okay. Like Sisyphus rolling up the rock up the hill, but never quite making it up to the top. You guys have been really in that kind of expansion energy this whole entire year. So I feel like with this Sag new moon, things can be coming full circle for you. It's actually quite positive for people with the Aries placements to tap into travel, booking a trip, taking a, you know, a weekend off, even if it's a staycation, you're staying in your crib, but you're going to be doing something that normally you wouldn't give yourself permission to do, right? Normally you've been tasked with the to-dos and the coulda, shoulda, woulda, and the obligations, but it's like you need a little vacation. You need a little break, Aries, from what is going on. Aries is ruled by the planet Mars, which is sitting in your 5th house here. And so with that, Mars in Leo, you guys are feeling like there's some creativity. Okay, there's a creative project that you're wanting to do more research on, speak to creatives, or get more optimistic about. Some of you guys too can be, if you have children, you can be having some altercations or some push and pull energy with your children, with your offspring, okay, as well. Some of you guys are tapping back into the things that fulfill your spirit. If you have been in a year where you've been going, this is a time where you're going to want to prioritize what is giving you pleasure in terms of taking yourself out on a date, taking yourself out on a trip, on an adventure, taking a weekend course, taking a, I'm seeing like, you know, pottery or clay, ceramics, cooking classes. All of those things can really help Aries to align with the spirit of your own creativity and channeling any extra jitters you may have, any extra irritations you may have as well. Okay. Now, what I'm also seeing with this is that Mercury in the retrograding in your house of beliefs can show that you are going to be rewriting and reseeing what is, if your thoughts are if your thoughts are aligned with facts or feelings, if they're kind of just like, okay, that was cute for the moment, but who I am becoming, it's not aligned with who I'm becoming. So I'm revisiting that. Okay. And also maybe there's been a place or an experience you've been wanting to have, or a course you've been wanting to take for a minute. And finally with the Mercury retrograde, you will be feeling like, okay, this is the time to do it. Okay. This is the time to do it. And Aries is also coming across, you know, more attractive with Venus in the 10th house, and could be finding different ways of making money and income increases. Okay. You guys got the Wheel of Fortune and the Chariot card. Okay. 2 cards came out for you guys. Oh no, I thought I switched to my Aries banner. Oh well. Okay. Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune. This Chariot is saying travel, okay? Go somewhere. Make moves, okay? But you might be multitasking a lot, having to handle a lot of different type of things. But this is going to help you to change and evolve for the better. This is going to be helping you feel more abundant, feel more fortunate. And it's also saying that, you know, you got to follow the season we're in, which is about being adaptable, being flexible, not being too fixed or stubborn on this is the way it's going to go. Some of you guys could also be having to fix your car issues, searching for a new car, different car insurance, okay? Trying to get the best rates for that, okay? And things change a lot. Things change a lot. Okay, Taurus, sun, moon, rising. How are my Tauruses doing in the building? Taurus, now listen, Taurus. Sagittarius season for the Taurus, sun, moon, rising, or just any Taurus placements here. It is sitting in the house of transformation. It could be feeling a little bit like a shadow work season for the Tauruses. Now, that might mean that you have to roll up your sleeves and get to work on the things that you had been procrastinating and avoiding. Also, there's this feeling where you're deeply connecting with your ancestors in Sagittarius season, your spirit guides, and the unseen. You could be diving deeper and wanting to get a reading or study, you know, tarot, study astrology, study a way to communicate and speak to divine, speak to the gods, okay? Because the communication is more clear with this, okay, season. But Mercury's retrograding here, and this is showing that, you know, maybe in the best way, perhaps money is coming back to you that you overpaid, overspent, and now it's returning to you. Some of you guys are seeing with the Mercury retrograde that maybe if you're in a relationship, your partner, their money could be slowing down too, or be rerouted where it's like the money is coming in, but we have to spend it on things that we didn't foresee, things that just happen out of nowhere, randomly, unexpectedly. Another thing with this, there could be like you have a plan and then spirit just drops wrenches in that, okay? It's like you're in a pickle between a rock and a hard place. So it's very much giving like slithering throughout things, like not trying to overcommit, overextend yourself. You guys are ruled by Venus, which is sitting in Capricorn. And this is showing that there's something that you're learning, okay, in this season of Sagittarius, something that you're learning maybe about divination, about the occult, about your ancestors. There's something that you're learning too. Maybe you guys are getting a different life insurance plan, getting a different car insurance, like paying off taxes, paying off old debts, that could, or paying traffic tickets. That could also be a really good use of this energy. Yeah. Some of you guys will also be hiring lawyers or trying to get legal representation or see what your rights are. Okay. Around, you know, you're rearranging debts, rearranging properties, or any inheritances that you may have had. Okay. But yes, I do feel like overall, Taurus, whatever this divine intervention that's happening, it is for the best. Okay. It is for the best because it's activating Jupiter in your second house and Saturn in your 11th house, which could show that a dream is coming true that you put the work in for. Okay. And it's like, you know, run me my check. Page of Swords. Okay, Taurus, it's time to think about things differently. Okay, adapt a new perspective. Also, some people can be spying on you. Okay, on social media, they're checking for you. They're checking for your gram. Okay, they're reading your old messages, reading your old DMs. They haven't deleted those pictures. Okay, and you can feel them pulling on you. You can feel them pulling on you, and it's like, back off. All right. Gemini, what's good, my Geminos? Gemini. Okay, Gemini. Now you are immutable Bay. So this new moon in Sagittarius is pointing at you. You guys are in the spotlight because you are the opposite sign of Sag. Now, you guys, all right, you are the most the sign that is most likely to run into an ex, hear from an ex, or an old best friend, an old partner, because the Mercury retrograde is happening in your house of relationships. Okay. Now, new moon in the house of relationships can show that you are sparking new connections. Okay. You're meeting new people. You're falling in love. You are, trying to go out and date again. You're joining the apps. You're going out to the bars. You're going out to the events. You're asking your friend to send you some applications. Okay. You are also the most likely to entertain an ex, okay, or pick up a call or unblock a number, okay, because Gemini energy, it could be very unpredictable. It could be very, I feel one way in the AM and I feel a completely different way in the PM. So that's what I'm seeing with the Geminis. You guys are ruled by that Mercury sitting in Sag. So you have to be mindful not to communicate without fully thinking about the repercussions of your words, right? Mars is about to retrograde in your third house. So you could be running into complications with your siblings, like butting heads with them, fighting with them in some way, your relatives, or even your neighbors. They're agitating you, they're irritating you in some way. So there's that. You could be coming across a little angry in your communication. It could be positive for you to think about different ways you can market yourself. Okay. And to take, you guys are, whatever is happening in this new moon with Jupiter sitting in Gemini, it is going to be, you could be feeling like, oh, you want to do the most, you want to do too much. Okay. So you can kind of err on the side of excess, where it's like you don't know your limits. So it's very important this new moon to know your limits. Okay. Speaking of knowing your limits, you guys got the Devil card. The Devil card does not know their limits. The Devil card just wants to do what feels good in the moment with no regard for others. Okay. You could be feeling like there's someone in your life that's like that. Okay. The Devil, that Mercury retrograde X, is coming back knocking on your mother effing door. Okay. With the Devil card too, this could just be feeling like, you've given your power away in some regard, or, sometimes with this energy, it's like we're working so much to avoid a certain problem. We're working so much so we can procrastinate on feeling our feelings. Okay. Too, with the Devil card, you could just be feeling like, there's some energy of codependency in relationships, seeing how certain people, whether they're exes or old friends, maybe there was some codependency here, and how you could take your power back and your control back. But yes, this Devil card is saying, do not know your limits. Moderation is key. Okay. And that whenever you feel under someone's control, you are the one that gave them that. So you're the real, you hold the real key of the power. Okay. Thank you for the badge, my love. Speaking blessings and magic over your new moon in Sagittarius. Okay. Sagittarius, opposite sign of Mercury. Thank you for subscribing on YouTube. I appreciate that. Speaking blessings over you. I'm working so much. She's cleansing. She's taking back her power. I love that. Let's get into Cancer. Okay. And I do also feel like you guys with the Saturn and Pisces, people are letting go of addictions. They're letting go of things that had a hold on them. Okay. They're getting more serious about their life. Now we have Cancer. Cancer sun, Cancer moon, Cancer rising. Are you in the building? I feel like Cancers, because Cancers are ruled by the moon, you are highly impacted by the new moon. You definitely need to work with the new moon because Cancer is ruled by the moon. The moon's always on the move. Okay. That's one thing about the moon. And right now with that Sagittarius new moon, Cancer, you cannot continue to be so hard on yourself and carry a weight that no one ever asked you to carry, that maybe you took upon yourself because you wanted to protect someone else, because you felt it was your burden, your responsibility, your obligations. You wanted to make someone else's load lighter, so you took that on. And at a certain point, you can only serve but so much. I feel like Cancer is also needing to get their organization under control, their schedule. Maybe you've been needing to make certain appointments, doctor's appointments, dentist appointments, eye doctors, but it's like taking care of your physical health is going to be extremely important here. Now, Mercury is sitting in your 6th house of stress. So it just feels like if you can let certain things people say, or you can let certain things that you have to do stress you out a little bit too much, to the point where you could be feeling sick, you could be feeling a headache, you could be feeling physically drained and needing to go to sleep earlier than usual. That's kind of the theme here. Also, it's like you could also just have a very full schedule of work. And so it feels like you're never really catching up. As much as you cross things off your to-do list, there's 5 more things to do. So it's like very important to make sure that your schedule is also implementing some sort of rest, or maybe this is just going to sleep early, or maybe this is a time where you meditating, you waking up early, you're putting on some meditative music to ground and center yourself, right? Also, it will behoove you to try to save your monies. Okay, save your money, because Mars about to retrograde in that house of money. So there could be some frustrations around how much you're making, or frustrations around how much you have to spend. Okay. There is a lot of unpredictability in the air. And you guys got the Judgment card. Okay. Judgment card. Now, maybe you have been too critical of yourself, or this could be you being too critical of someone else, but it feels like only God can judge me. Okay. The Judgment card is saying, everyone has a perspective, right? And just because you're not 70-year-old man doesn't mean that their perspective is invalid. Just because you're not a 6-year-old child doesn't mean that their perspective isn't valid. Everyone's seeing something from a different lens. So it's like not casting so much judgment. Also, with the Judgment card, you could be judging. I feel like judging yourself almost, and that judgment is stressing you out, okay? And it is toxic, and you don't need to do that. No more. No more. No more. Okay. Leo, sun, moon, rising. Leo, where you at? Leo, where you at? Leo. So Leo, we need to stay out of Leo's way. We need to stay out of Leo's way for the next few months. Okay. Leo is changing their life. So please do not disturb. Okay. So yeah, Mars is in Leo. And Mars is going retrograde there. Okay. So it feels like Leos, they're getting a little bit of a battery in their back. And this new moon is happening in your house of, imagination, creation. Okay. So this is about, feeding into the things that are giving you joy. Leo is ruled by the sun, and the sun is in Sagittarius. And so you guys can need some new and fresh experiences in your life, okay? Also, with this energy, it's highlighting your children, okay? So Leos could be trying to feeling frustrations maybe with their children, and trying to feel into how can they restructure their relationship with their kids, restructure their relationship with their family, so that it's causing them to have more peace of mind and less miscommunication, because it's not like there's no love, but there is some sort of frustrations here with the Mercury retrograde. Also, this new moon in the 5th house, your creativity is going to be peaking. Okay, so if you've been feeling like you've been in a slump a little bit, you've been stuck, the solutions haven't been coming to you, the plan is only like getting trickled out to you. This new moon in Sagittarius should also re-inspire you, should also help you to remember your why you do the things that you do. And so that's also really important to remember. I feel like with this new moon in Sag. This is about, romanticizing your life. And if you could live a more romantic, soft, sweet, delicious, delicate, delectable life, what would it look like? Okay. And what actions can you take? What actions can you rewrite? How can you redo your schedule so that you have time for that pleasure? You have time for that joy. You have time for those things that give you that creative spark. Okay. So, Leo, stand up is very, very important for you to pay attention, honey, to what's really good, what's really happening, okay? Don't sleep on yourself. Don't sleep on your laurels, okay? Don't sleep on your morals, Leo. Okay, Leo, it's time to get to work. Work, work, work. 8 of Pentacles, okay? Don't give up now. 8 of Pentacles is saying to stay focused, honey. Stay focused. Just because you haven't finished or completed the project yet does not mean that you will never do it, okay? 8 of Pentacles is about, releasing any procrastination, releasing any roadblocks, because you are most likely the person that's been putting blocks on yourself. So where do they do that at? Okay, how do that make sense? Do that make sense to you? Is that really the most productive thing that you can do? This is about being productive. This is about being peaceful, very intentional with your energy. Okay, so get on your grind. Okay, Leo is on their grind. Leo is going back to the gym. Leo is going for everything that was promised to them. Don't F with the Leos. Leos. Okay, do you want White Castle, Leo? Do you want White Castle, Leo? Because why is that? Why is that even in my head? Even in my head. Okay, Leo's like, please. Virgo. Virgo. So Virgo, we need to have a chit chat. Okay, Virgo, we really need to have a chit chat. Why? Why? Well, because Virgo, when it all falls down, you have the best vision, the best foresight to build things back up. Okay. And right now, you could be feeling like there is just loose ends that need to be tied up with your family, with your home. Okay. Now, some of you guys could experience within the next few weeks certain things not working that have to be replaced in your home, or it could also relate to certain animosities in your home life, animosities, things that have been swept under the rug in your home life and with your families or your partners, anyone that you live with your roommates, and it's all being drug up for you to address. Okay, it's all being drug up for you to address. Now, also, you guys could be feeling a little bit more lethargic as well. But you guys, Virgo is ruled by Mercury. Mercury is retrograding in your 4th house. You can be speaking to family members that you have lost contact with. Okay, people you grew up with that you lost contact with, maybe even older people. I also no, it could be older people. We have Saturn in the mix. It could be older people. Also, maybe you're visiting back your hometown, okay, or you're going to a family reunion. Okay, I mean, yes, it's a holiday season, that could be happening, but yes, it's giving that. Okay, Mercury in the 4th house. Now, but on the flip side of this, when I see Mercury retrograding the 4th house, it's like, be very careful, because things can kind of go askew in your home, where it's like now you have to replace your Wi-Fi, the sink, the refrigerator, the dishwasher. Like, there's certain things that may need upkeep that might just stop working. Okay, and it's like, okay, now it's time to take care of that. It's really not fun. But that is what it is. It's very important, I feel like, for the Virgo energy is going to be impacted by that T-square, right? So you have Saturn sitting in your 7th house, and there might be certain boundaries you need to have with your partner, with your hubby, with your wifey, okay? Or just feeling like you are learning a lot and there's more responsibilities that's coming with this relationship. And the beautiful side of this though is that you are coming across as someone who, is being the light in the room. You are coming with, again, those solutions. You are coming with some faith. You are instilling into people that everything is going to be all right. Okay. And if it's not all right, baby, we're still working on it. It's not the end yet. Okay. So know that. And I just feel like you guys are a magnet for more money to come in, more miracles to come in, but that's going to come also when you also have these boundaries and you're not feeding into also codependent companionship. Okay. Virgo, that's what I'm feeling for you. Ooh, you guys got the star card. Okay. I told you you're bringing the light. You bringing the light. The star card. This is about healing. Okay. Healing, therapy. When we get these downloads or we get these wisdom, we get these upgrades, we have to, let it integrate, and then we bring it out into the world and we inspire other people to do the same. And you guys are the star. You guys have to give yourself the props of the journey of the wisdom that you have retained in 2024, and also applying that wisdom and being honest, being real with your partners, with your family, shouting that mother effing light. Virgo, do you feel me, Virgo? Do you feel me, honey? Tell me yes. Libra sun, moon, rising. What's good for the Libras? Okay. Like, you got to definitely take it easy on your Libra friends, because Libra really been going through it right now, but they've been going through it to glow through it. Okay. Libra been going through it to glow through it. Libra been coming for everything that's theirs, but they've had to leave their past behind. They've had to leave another world behind. And they like waiting to exhale, walking away from the burnt car. That's what I'm saying. For the Libras, okay? You're walking away from the burning car. You're setting your old life on fire, okay? South Node's been in Libra, and you've been releasing people pleasing. You've been releasing F's to give. You've been releasing that validation. It's like, I can stand on my own, and who's meant to be there for me will be there for me. Period. Libra is being ruled by Venus, which is sitting in the 4th house. Okay. So we love that. You guys are being called to beautify your life, beautify your surroundings. And with the new moon in the 3rd house, you have a lot more to say than usual. Okay. You have a lot more to say than usual. You guys can be feeling like you need to express yourself, but part of the way you express yourself has been very like hot. Okay. Very hot with Mercury and Sag. So if you have been speaking, out of pocket, out of turn, you've been talking a little bit spicy, that could get you in trouble. Okay. That could definitely get you in trouble with your family members, with your neighbors, being a little bit too loud. You're not turning your music off at night. Okay. Also, it feels like with Mercury in the 3rd house, you could be running into people in your local community or down at the mall that you haven't seen in a minute. You could also be feeling like, if you're a business owner, that you're wanting to rebrand, remarket things so that you make things that you're basically evolving your style, evolving your craft, evolving the way that you market, evolving, like, let's say you are an online business, then you want to maybe do some in-person things. Like, there's some sort of diversification that you're doing with that. And I also feel like for you guys, particularly with the Mars retrograde in the 11th house, you're getting very motivated to accomplish a lot, but don't get frustrated in the process, because it could be feeling like it takes a lot out of you. It's taking your blood, it's taking your sweat, it's taking your tears, right? And you're tired of crying. Your eyes are hurting. There's salt running through your face. So it's like there is the issue of that. And I also feel like with Libra energy, you can be getting in fights and altercations with friends because of that hot mouth, okay? Or maybe they're coming at you a little sideways, or you're misunderstanding what they've been saying. So that's another thing I feel with the Libra Okay. But I like that on this day, you know, an aspect that I haven't really talked about is that Venus will be trining to Uranus. You know, that could be fun. And because Libra is ruled by Venus, I will bring that up, saying that there could be something spontaneous that you do with your family, or some spontaneous, maybe money that comes through of work, of money you didn't really have to work too hard for, or money you didn't have to like break your back for. So there is some maybe surprise money coming to you, or surprise love, or you're surprising someone that you love too, with maybe some extra change that you had. So we love that. Libra needs to eat something green, okay? Drink something green. We have Ace of Swords, and the Ace of Swords is about that communication, okay? So a new way of communicating, being very clear and intentional, speaking your truth, not mincing your words, telling it like it is, okay? Telling like it is, not just how they want it to be. Ace of Swords is saying that, you know, closed mouths don't get fed. So you better open up and start speaking, because if you don't ask, the answer is always no. Okay. Also, the Ace of Swords, protect yourself, protect your energy. That means that if you get an inclination that you don't want to go out that night, even though you're supposed to, saying, no, I'm not going out. Okay. Something like this is what I'm feeling with the Libras. Okay. Oh, yes. Scorpio. Um, I did do Leo. If you rewind the video, you can see Leo. You can rewind, I think, on Twitter. No, on on YouTube. I don't know if you can rewind on Twitter. But yes, we did do Leo. Now we're on Scorpio. Scorpio is still celebrating their birthday. You can't tell them ish. It's Mercury retrograde. If you want to get your man back, this is the time to do it. Okay. You want to go get someone in the past back? Go do it now. Okay. Go do it now. Anyway, Scorpio, you're still celebrating your birthday, okay? Could be a little bit tired. Now, it's kind of intense here. Scorpio, you are also ruled by Mars, which is about to station retrograde in your career and in your public persona. So Scorpio is coming off a little bit more sexy than you, sexy, charming, attractive, but also some of you guys are coming off like whenever you walk into the room, it's this energy of like a beaming, like light, this beaming aura. And that can also attract evil eye. That could also attract jealousy, green eye, envy. So you have to protect your energy. I feel like every time you leave your house and come back home, protection is going to be very important with Mars in the 10th house. Also, people could be really hell-bent on misinterpreting who you are because of the way that you looked at them, or because of the tone that you use. And you like, it's not my tone. I just talk like this. I'm from New York. You know, it's like it wasn't even meant to be that way, but they took it in that certain way. And it's like, why? Why? Okay. Now, some of you guys are looking for different jobs, different opportunities, and that's what you're using your Mars magnetism for. You are, you know, searching for a different job. You're searching for different opportunities. You're searching also to have people be attracted, you know, to you, to people to take you seriously, for people to see that you got that heat, you're bringing that heat. Now, the thing about it though, is in the negative way, is that people could be like, you could be coming across angry as well. You can be feeling very triggered. You could be feeling impulsive. And Mercury, again, with that Sagittarius energy, is letting people pop off. Okay. But you guys are ruled by the Mars in Leo in this 10th house. So it's like, if you're not the one that's angry, you could be attracting to angry people, or some of you guys are fighting with your bosses, you're fighting with your coworkers, there's tension in the workplace, and you can cut it with a knife, but you don't want to do that, okay? Because you want to say, you don't want to do that, okay? You don't want to go somewhere and be locked away. Now, The new moon is happening in your house of money, which you think, oh, new moon, new money. But Mercury retrograde is here. And the best way that we could think about it is maybe an old way that you were thinking about making money, or an old job, maybe, you know, it coming back. But really, when Mercury's retrograde in your second house, you might be feeling like there is there's just random things that you're having to pay for, or random things that, you know, is taking a long time with money, or there's a dip in the income, there's a dip in the amount of money maybe you have to pay for certain things. We have more expenses. So that is something that's also like Scorpio, saving your coins could be good for you. Saving your coins so maybe you can go get a different job. Okay. That's another thing I see for you guys. And I also feel like Scorpio, you are at this point where you have evolved over the past like maybe 3 years, okay? And now it's like you're ready for your next glow up, you're ready for your next chapter, and I feel like the Mars retrograde is going to be doing that for you. So it's like whatever frustrations, anger and stuff, like channel that into ambition, channel that into, you know, moving your body, channel that into, you know, therapy. Okay, we got the Page of Cups. Page of Cups, you guys, this is saying that, you know, there's a level of emotional maturity that is necessary. Okay. Emotional maturity that is necessary going on here. Okay. And so whether this is someone else and you have to adapt, like you have to talk to them like they're a child, that might be possible. You're talking to someone, it's going in one ear out the other, and that's going to frustrate you and it's going to make you more emotionally mature, right? Page of Cups also saying that there is a connection with your spirit guides, your angels, and your ancestors that maybe you had been neglecting, and it's time to tap back into your intuition. Okay. Tap back into your intuition. Page of Cups is saying that there is a lot of like maturing that needs to be done, and also that you could be feeling like inspired creatively, but not knowing exactly what are the paths and what are the steps to go and do that. So Spirit is saying to listen to your intuition with the Page of Cups. Okay, listen to your intuition, listen to your ancestors. Now we are in the okay, so I feel like if you have been unemployed too, Scorpio, like I'm seeing this comment, I feel like with the Mars here retrograde, and it's going to be lasting a long time. Okay, it's going to go retrograde, it's going to go back into Cancer and come back. That's actually going to be showing that there's some changes, some action that could be happening in the employment area. Okay, so that is also something to look forward to. And you know, you do have the T square happening here in the money houses. So there could be a shift happening here with the second and eighth house. So definitely stay in that Mars energy of what am I attracting? What are the actions I'm taking? Okay. Because a lot's going to change for you guys, I feel like, over the next, like, how long is this retrograde going on? Like 3 or 4 months, because it has to come back. Okay. Sagittarius, sun, moon, rising. Happy birthday to my Sag babies. You know, there's a lot of your energy out into the world right now. Okay. And you are, you know, like, because Mercury is retrograding in Sagittarius, you are the number one sign that could be feeling like, you know, something's got to give, something's got to change. Whenever we have a, you know, a new year or a new moon in our sun or moon sign or a rising sign, most really our rising sign, all of the sign, I mean, all of those placements. But really, when you have this new moon here in Sagittarius, it is inviting you to a new version of yourself. And with Mercury retrograding here, you're remembering a lot of memories and nostalgia, okay, coming through with this. And you're remembering your why, you're remembering how you ended up here, and you're remembering what you want to shift about it. I feel like you guys can be looking and feeling brand new to people. In this past year, there have been a lot of changes for you guys, and you have been showing that. Okay, you have been showing the blessings that are coming through, the blessings that have been coming through your relationships, through, you know, your connections, the people that you know, and organizing your relationship life, okay, in terms of your partnerships, your best friends, and all of that is been a source of expansion, a source of joy for you. And so honor that growth that you have had, but also knowing with this Mercury retrograde, if there has been something that's kind of been lingering, but you've been, kind of playing this cat and mouse game, or you've been giving yourself imposter syndrome, like, no, 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 I couldn't do that. Or, counting yourself out the game before it even starts. It's like time to stop doing that. It's like the energy of like shit or get off the pot. Something has got to shift, right? Sag is, ruled by that Jupiter, which is in Gemini, sitting in your house of relationships. So you guys can also be running into the exes or the old friends coming through back into your life. You could be also seeing that there's tech glitches. You're having frustrations with your phone, with the lighting. There's glitches happening in your house. Spirits are letting you know, answers are letting you know that you are not alone. They are there with you. And so you're feeling, maybe the support from spirit, okay, with that. And you guys are very impacted by the T-square, showing that, yeah, there could be some challenges, there could be some frustrations, but like you guys are also remembering that with this Mercury, there's a way that maybe you haven't been seeing it, or a way you haven't been communicating. So once you open up and you say what's on your mind, or you say it with tact, and you say it with, good conversation skills, right? Not like just blunt and brutal, because a lot of times people say, oh, I'm blunt, especially Mercury and Sagittarius. They'll be like, oh, I'm blunt, I just tell it like it is. And it's like, okay, that could be how it is, but it's a little rude. Okay. And when you offend people, they don't hear what you say. They hear the thing that offended them. They don't hear the good stuff. Okay. They just heard your tone. They heard the snipey ass words you used, and they're done. Okay. So new ways of communicating, new ways of thinking for yourself around your relationships. Again, partner, romantic, platonic, family. And some of you guys can also feel like, you know what? I need to go back to school. I need to go back to school, or I need to take that trip, or I need a good lawyer. Like, and you need to take action on those things. Okay. You need to take action on those things. It will be helping you. Oh no, the Confessions of a Mercury in Sagittarius. Yes. Yes. Yeah, what else? I feel like, again, because you guys are having this like Mercury Jupiter thing going on. Sag could be also sharing some good news, getting some good news. And so that's very optimistic. Okay. It might not be everything that you have wanted, but it's like, okay, it's better than what I had. That's the thing. It's not, oh my God, this is everything I've been wishing and praying for, but it's like, okay, I could work with this. It's better than what I had. Okay. I'm grateful. I'm appreciative. Okay. And you guys got the King of Pentacles. Okay. That came out with the Chariot card. Okay. Multitasking, a lot going on. You guys you're overextending yourself. You're here, you're there, you're celebrating your birthday. Chariot card. Maybe you guys are buying a new car with the King of Pentacles. Okay. Maybe you're renting your car out to make extra monies. King of Pentacles also is about keeping it real with yourself, keeping it real with others. And in that way, being a better communicator. But again, not in a rude way, okay? In a real way. You can keep it real without being rude. Yes. Okay. Capricorn, sun, moon, rising. What is really good? My earth babies, my Capricorn stunners. Venus is in Capricorn. Okay. So Capricorn, I hope you've been treating yourself. I hope you've been giving yourself face mask and, doing your gua sha and noticing the beauty in life. Okay. Noticing how God got you, spirit got you, your ancestors got you. And, I feel like with this Venus energy, you guys could be feeling like you're going through a glow up. Physically or emotionally, mentally, feeling like maybe in better spirits, but you guys are also feeling a little exhausted, a little tired. You need, again, more me time, more hibernation time, because this new moon is happening in your house of, wow. I'm like, I've never heard it before, but to me, it's how it's coming through. It's the house of self. Usually it's a house of self-undoing, but I feel like it's this house. Now I'm thinking it's a house of self-preservation. Okay. The 12th house. What I'm feeling like is because sometimes, if you think about it, when you want to preserve something like a can of fruits, right? You got to lock it away and let it sit for a while, right? And so that's what you guys are going through in this sense of an incubator. While you get ready for your season, it's going to be really important for you to take a time out from trying to do too much. Like, it's hard, especially with the Capricorn spirit of being ambitious, of being a go-getter, of being very hardworking, okay, or of just always constantly struggling. But it's also like, you need that time to preserve your energy. You need that time to rest. You need that time to reflect. So you get ready for your season and you see, okay, what is a new version of yourself that's going to emerge? Okay. Now, Mercury is retrograde in this 12th house, saying it's very important for you to take care of your mental health and to not fall into escapism, avoidance, and self-sabotage, addictions, and things that can mess with your mental health. So it's very important for you guys, again, to self-preserve. Now, we see that Mars, that retrograde, is happening in your 8th house. So you guys are learning about patience, and also the ambition that you have inherited from the ones that come before you, from your mama's mama, from your papa's papa, right? And so your ancestors are motivating you, essentially, Capricorn. Your ancestors are motivating you. You guys got the Emperor card, okay? The Emperor card. This is giving new life. Whenever I see the Emperor card, it's like, okay, new life, but you're getting ready for it. But the Emperor card is like, you're taking things very seriously. You are, taking your responsibilities very seriously, and rest is also a responsibility. Rest is not something that we can choose not to do, okay? We have to rest, and there's a reason for that. This is how we recharge. And so, yes, I feel that. Also with the Emperor, some of you guys can be having issues with authority, whether this is, someone who has power and influence in your life, a boss, or the law, the government, your baby daddy, or your husband, wife, something like this. There could be issues with authority that's coming up too. Okay, so that's what I'm feeling with that. Yes, also the dreams are definitely impacted for the Capricorns. You guys could be having very crazy, intense, prophetic dreams. Okay, Aquarius, what's really good? My Aquarius is. So, this is what's important, you guys. Aquarius, okay, this astro lesson. Pay attention. Astro lesson. Aquarius is the opposite of Leo. So we talked about how Mars is in Leo, about to go retrograde. That means that bing bong. Aquarius is also very affected by the Mars retrograde, okay? Meaning that Aquarius is going to have this sitting in their house of relationships. They could be getting in more fights, arguments, confrontations, or with their current partner or with exes, or also maybe reconnecting with old relationships that they used to have, okay? Whether it's a work relationship, friendship relationship, or ex that maybe you are cordial with now, there's some sort of connection. They're coming back into your life. You are seeing how, your actions played a part, their actions played a part. Pluto just moved into Aquarius. That's not really saying much for this energy, but it just feels like Aquarius, there is some sort of evolution that's going to be happening over the next 20 years for you guys, okay, around this. And this is kind of marking something, because the Mars retrograde is going to be opposite the Pluto. So it's like there is some fights, there are some blow-ups, there is some intense power control and dynamics happening here. And that could be you claiming your own power back to yourself. That could be you doing research on, how to deal with certain relationship dynamics, how to also deal with your own trauma, because Pluto is trauma. And so that's another thing, or how you play a role in toxic areas of your life. Now, this new moon is sitting in the house of friendships, house of dreams, house of wishes. Okay, Mercury is here. are retrograde. You guys could be reconnecting with old friends. You guys could also have maybe had a hobby, had something that was an interest to you. Maybe it wasn't something that you financially made money from, but it's something that you are spiritually connected to. It's very inspiring to you. And in this retrograde, you're reconnecting with that, reconnecting with those friends, reconnecting with that old dream, that old goal that you have, and just trying to rework it. Okay, Aquarius. So I think that that's very positive for you guys. Okay, but the negative is the fighting with people, is the power dynamics with these people, is being misinterpreted, okay, misunderstood. And I feel like this is going to be putting a battery in Aquarius back to be like, you know what? There's some other actions I could take. There's some motivation I have. There's a passion I have, and I can't sleep on it no more. With the combination of the new moon happening in that 11th house of dreams and wishes and hopes, you're going to feel inspired to go after what it is you ultimately want for yourself. Does that make sense? Okay. Now we're on Pisces. Pisces, sun, moon, rising. What's really good for my Pisces? Well, Pisces babies, you're also mutable. Okay, so this new moon is a big one for you, meaning that this is a marker of a new chapter. Now, I feel like Pisces is more having their way. Pisces has been going through it, yo. I hope you check on your Pisces friends, because Pisces been going through a lot, okay? They've been going through maturing. They've been going through handling different responsibilities. They've been going through no's, blocks, roadblocks. They've been going through some of them depression, feeling deeply. So they've been going through it, but what they're getting from it is that they are maturing, okay? That they are elevating, that they are putting in the work to reap those rewards. And so I do feel like this season will be lighter for the Pisces placements, because this sun and moon combination, new moon, is happening in your 10th house. So you are able to be seen. You're able to have your way. You're able to attract those opportunities. Now, just how we can attract opportunities, we can attract negative experiences. So it's very important for you to also have discernment. Mercury is retrograding here in the 10th house. We can interpret this in a few different ways. We can interpret this as seeing that people could be misunderstanding you. We could see it as though there's going to be something that you're going to have to fix. You could have more returns than usual. You're really attracting that Mercury retrograde energy in your life, that glitch in your life. Connecting with, old coworkers, connecting with old people you haven't seen in a long time. I also feel like with this Mercury retrograding your 10th house, if you have your own business, you're wanting to save more money, you could have some returning clients and stuff like that. But with Mercury retrograde here, there's something you're needing to revise around your career, around your business. But ultimately, this is giving you a lot more clarity on how people are perceiving you, and a lot more clarity on what is your life purpose, what is your life mission, what are you doing this all for, what are you taking all these responsibilities for, right? So that basically, this is giving you clarity around your career. Clarity around the person that you want to be, right? Maybe you say one thing, to your friends, or you could give someone advice, but you don't take it. And this is like the energy of you doing that. Okay. You needing to do that, stand up for yourself. And also, the T-square is definitely going to be impacting you. So you guys could be going through certain challenges, but you're going to be seeing that it's all working out in some way of maybe making yourself more comfortable in your skin, making your home life more comfortable, spending, maybe if you've been working too much, you get to spend a little bit more time at home, spend a little bit more time with your family. That's what I'm seeing for you guys. A trip back home, if you live far away, could be really nice for you guys to restore your energy. And that Mars retrograde is happening in your 6th house. So it's very important for you to take care of your physical health. Make sure you're active, going on walks, stretching, doing yoga, so that you're letting this energy move through your body. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing for Pisces. That's actually so funny. Okay, Pisces. I didn't pull a card for Aquarius. I thought I did, but you know what? Maybe I didn't. I was so passionate. Okay. Pisces, King of Swords, okay? You got to know yourself. You got to know yourself and speak your truth, okay? No more hiding behind what people want you to say. And I feel like if you are a business owner, you've been wanting to do entrepreneurship, you could be writing down your ideas, writing down your goals for 2025, being very clear on them, taking direction, leading a team, okay? Having your way by speaking it into existence, speaking power, speaking love, speaking life into yourself, okay? King of Swords. I also feel like you guys have been learning a lot about boundaries and knowing that no is a protection spell. So Pisces, you may need to say no more often. Okay. You may need to say no more often. That is so funny. Right, A, I love how when you shout, it feels like you're our favorite teacher that we know not to mess around with too much in our classroom. That is hilarious because I literally was a middle school teacher. Okay, so that's probably where I do get it from. But ciao. Thank you guys for joining the session today, okay, the live today. Make sure you secure a spot for our Lucky Level Up Reiki on my site. It's happening Sunday, December 1st, live guided Reiki sound bath and tarot reading, okay, for Lucky Level Up, motivation, abundance, blessings, fortune, okay. Big Empress Energy LLC.com. You can secure a spot for Reiki School level 1 and 2 happening next weekend, December 7 and 8. Also, I am doing live and pre-recorded tarot and astrology readings on my website. Okay. Okay. I did. Okay, wait. Aquarius didn't get a card. Let me do one card. I thought Aquarius did get a card, but nobody responded on the StreamYard that I'm using. And I have to squint to watch the Instagram cards, okay? The Instagram comments. You guys got Temperance, okay? Temperance, it's about patience, okay? Not trying to do too much. Having patience with the people in your life, having patience with your own progress, knowing that your spirit guides, your angels, your ancestors are the ones protecting and providing for you. And Temperance is also saying that not everyone has to think like you. Not everyone owes you what you would give them. You know, there's not a you for you in some regards, and that's okay. And the Temperance is like kind of showing that everyone's kind of walking their own path. We might be walking each other home. We might, you know, have someone who became from a lover to a villain in our story, but in someone else's story, they're a hero. So it's like having Temperance, seeing that we're only seeing just a slice of the pie, okay? Not the whole thing, baby. Also, if you've been overdoing something, overindulging, overeating, over drinking, over smoking, over analyzing, overworking, you might need to take a break. Okay? That's what I got for you guys. Thank you so much for tapping in. You can watch the replay. I'll be posting it with the timestamps, the week ahead horoscope, and all those things. Send you guys all my love and blessings. Bye.